Today, I am here to persuade you that billionaire power is not just extreme, it's dangerous. If we want a safe, fair, and democratic future, we must confront it. Let's start with the need, the problem. Billionaire wealth doesn't just buy luxury, it buys influence. The top 0.01% now fund a huge portion of political campaigns, shaping which laws get written and which don't. When one person can influence public policy more than an entire community, that's not democracy. It's power concentrated in private hands. We've also seen what happens when wealth shields people from actual real-life consequences. Jeffrey Epstein, for example. He built a network rooted in wealth, status, and secrecy, one that allowed him to avoid accountability for years. His case wasn't about one man. It revealed how extreme wealth can create layers of protection unavailable for the rest of us. And this trend reaches into technology, media, and even criminal justice. Billionaires influence what we see online, what news gets funded, and in some cases, what justice looks like. So what would a better world look like? That's the visualization step. Picture a society where political contributions are transparent, where you can look up who funds a candidate before you vote. Imagine a justice system where the wealthiest person in the room has no advantage over the poorest. Imagine a public policy shaped by the needs of the citizens, not by the checkbooks of the rich. This world is possible. Other democracies already have limits on political spending and strict transparency rules. And when these policies exist, corruption drops, trust rises, and abuse of power becomes harder to hide. Which brings us to the satisfaction step. What can we do? First, we can support transparency reforms, include laws that reveal who donates money to political candidates and sets limits on how much a single person can spend to influence public policy. Second, we can strengthen independent investigations that cannot be influenced by wealth. Public safety should not be negotiable. Our legal system should not bend to money. Third, we can support independent journalism, organizations that expose abuses of influence. Billionaire power strives in silence. Accountability thrives in sunlight. Now, the final step, action. You don't need millions of dollars to make a difference. Stay informed, vote in local and national elections, support transparency initiatives, share factual information about economic inequality, refuse to normalize the idea that the wealthy deserve more influence simply because they can afford it. We looked at the dangers of billionaire power, imagined a fairer system, and explored real steps towards protecting democracy. My purpose was to show you that confronting excessive wealth is not envious, it's safety, it's fairness, and it's the future of democratic society. If we don't address the unchecked power of billionaires, we risk living in a world where money makes the rules and everyone else just follows them. And democracy does not disappear overnight. It fades quietly, one unchallenged billionaire at a time.